It was my first time traveling outside Nigeria. When we landed, there were immigration officers with their dogs. They put me out of the line, took me to another room, started searching my bags. We already know that the Nigerian passport is weak. We established that in the previous video. Today, we are going to talk about 5 situations that ensures the Nigerian passport stays weak.
I go do my part, I go try my best for my papa's land. I no go back.
1. We keep embarrassing ourselves abroad. Too many Nigerians abroad are making headlines, and for the wrong reasons too. From overstaying visas to drug trafficking, human trafficking, and public courtesan. You name it, all these vices, they are displaying it abroad. As someone on Reddit said, other nations commit crimes too, but you won't see them boasting about it online like you see most Nigerian criminals do online. This reputation follows the Nigerian passport. So when you present a Nigerian passport abroad, you are not just representing yourself. You are carrying the weight of everyone who misbehaved before you. And unfortunately, the system doesn't care if you are innocent. It only cares that you are Nigerian. Story time. The first time I traveled to the UK from Nigeria, I was so excited. It was my first time traveling outside Nigeria. When we landed, there were immigration officers with their dogs. As a proper Naija babe wey not to like dogs, I was just saying, oh please, this dog should not look at me, this dog should not come near me. And that's when one of them came close to me. And then I flinched. They put me out of the line, took me to another room, started searching my bag. If you have ever been in that kind of situation, it's not only embarrassing, it's also scary. So I was asking, why are you searching my bags? And all they told me was that it was standard procedure. Maybe it was, but sometimes it just feels like something else. And that's the thing. It's not about you. These extra security searches on people from a particular nation. It's the passport you are holding. The second situation that is ensuring Nigeria passports stay powerless is Nigeria's lack of foreign policy strength. Powerful passports are not just about population or economy. They are about negotiations, diplomatic relationships, treaties, mutual respect. We all know that one charismatic person that gets along with everybody well. They can vibe with their colleagues and vibe with their boss. They are just popular with everybody. Such skills are also needed in international diplomatic relationships. In 2014, while Goodluck Jonathan was the president, Nigeria ranked 79 on the passport ranking. Not that great, but it's better than what we have today. After Goodluck Jonathan's tenure, Nigeria did not actively pursue international policies and relationships, things that make you get along nicely with other nations, the way they did during Jonathan's era. And on top of everything the country is going through, that is also not helping our passport stand strong. Last year here, Nigeria made it to the top 10 list of the weakest passports in the world. And today, we are sitting around 91st place. No treaties, no agreements with other nations. One Reddit comment read, Nigeria's tourism is bad. 0 agreements or treaties with other countries. And that's not just about tourism here. It's about efforts. While other countries are busy signing bilateral deals, treaties and agreements, visa waivers, Nigeria is quiet. Or should I say busy at home? Busy suspending a female senator for speaking up against harassment. Busy fighting over party leadership and appointments. Busy ignoring the global stage while scrambling for power at home. And when your country doesn't show up at the negotiation table, you're not treated like an equal. You're treated like a risk. Just recently, Canada denied a visa to Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, and it became a hot topic. But the thing is, we didn't follow the diplomatic process. The CDS team did not submit the note verbal that was supposed to accompany his visa request. So his visa was denied. But instead of taking responsibility, the National Security Advisor came out to say Canada can go to hell. Canada disrespected us for refusing them visa. That wasn't diplomacy, that was ego. Emotions talking. And this is the point. Our international diplomacy and foreign policy is not strategic. It's emotional. When we're supposed to be building international trust, we are out here burning bridges with microphones. The third situation ensuring Nigeria's passport stays powerless, Nigerian criminals don't just commit crimes. they glorify it. And worse, they invite others to join in. The internet has made life easy for many of us, but it has also made fraudulent activities very easy to carry out. They have turned fraud into hustle. They package visa shortcuts and fake documents as smart moves. You see how Hush Puppy was flaunting his wealth online and gathered a huge following. And even after his arrest, there are still people that see him as their hero. And all these online, people are watching, the world is watching, and not just people. Embassies, security agencies, they are all taking notes, so that the next time a Nigerian stands in front of them, you are already a suspect, because your country people are glorifying crime online. So even if you've never touched crime in your life, your passport enters a room with a question mark. Let's talk about the fourth situation, and it hurts to say this. Our embassies themselves are not helping our passports. A passport is only as strong as the system behind it. How does that make you feel as a Nigerian, knowing the system behind your Nigerian passport? Have you tried renewing your Nigerian passport abroad or apply for a Nigerian visa as a foreigner? For some, it's harder than obtaining a Schengen visa. And it's not because our passport is hot cake. It's because of the incompetency that follows Nigeria everywhere. You hear reports of delays, missing documents, unprofessional staff, as if you're in Nigeria. And the Nigeria house in London, you are packed into a crowded basement they call reception. The toilets, let's not even go there. The building is not stroller friendly. I don't know how people on wheelchair manage there. The only elevator in that building is reserved for staff, so regardless whether you have babies, whatever, you have to go take the stairs. You will not miss Nigeria when you just step into that Nigeria house. It's actually Nigeria house. The facilities and everything just tell you welcome home. Some of the staff, they are so dismissive. They demand and expect you to show them respect, which is okay, but you expect them to also treat you respectfully. Now step into the Canadian embassy in London. It's clean, it's calm, it's accessible, the staff are respectful. Same London, same embassy. The difference is clear. If your own country won't treat you and your passport with dignity, why should anyone else? The fifth situation keeping Nigerian passport powerless is the fear factor. This one is deep and heavy. Our passport is seen as a risk, not just because of crime, but because these countries are afraid that Nigerians won't go back home. Go back to what? Chaos, no water, no lights, bad roads. They fear that Nigerians are running away from something, that Nigerians would gladly disappear into their systems. And where does that fear come from? It comes from Nigeria's insecurity, poor governance, corruption, kidnappings, news headlines that scream chaos every day, visa fraud, human trafficking, human rights violations, you name it. Countries build immigration policies on trust and control. Right now, Nigeria offers neither. Now, people compare Nigeria to places like Syria and Afghanistan. Not because Nigeria is at war in the scale those other countries are at war, but because we've stopped managing our story. No strong tourism industry, no soft power, no visible change. So countries raise visa requirements. They cut us out of their visa-free list, not to punish us, but to protect themselves. If another country's first thought of you is, you might never leave, your passport and your country has already failed you. Our leaders have failed us, yes. But the rest of us, we are not completely off the hook as well. This passport reflects all of us. Your passport is only as strong as the country behind it. Nigerians are finding stronger countries that can give them a more powerful passport. If you want to see just how far Nigerians have gone to escape the limits of these green passports, you'll like our next video. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers together. Bye.